Hello, in this video, we're going to be looking at how to interpret and use the data from a Guttman chart or a Guttman chart. So here you can see on the screen, this is a Guttman that I created for the assessment reporting and data survey that I sent out to staff. For the purpose of this, I've got student 1, 2, 3, etc. here instead of the name of staff members. Depending on your class, if you're comfortable with showing them their rankings and how they perform on certain assessments, then you feel free to show them this stuff. Obviously, I know who these students are, so that helps me with my planning and the skill levels in my classes. But for this, if I was presenting to everyone and I wanted to be sensitive about the names over here, I can just replace them with student 1, student 2, etc. So up here, we can see the different questions from the survey that I sent out and how staff responded to them. So I've color coordinated it, and in gray, we've got skills to do with compass, and over here, this light blue color, we have skills to do with the data dashboard, and this is with Guttman charts, like this one here. So we can see from this, at a glance, the Guttman, it ranks the questions in regards to difficulty, and it ranks the students in regards to how they performed. So for these first few questions, we can see that a lot of staff got these correct, and that's kind of what you'd expect. Ability to mark role on compass, ability to define parent-guardian contact. So these skills are skills, now that I've done this quick check-in, I know that most of the staff, or everyone here, knows what to do when it comes to these things. Apart from student 3, who here doesn't quite know how to do a chronicle entry, but that's fine. So it's more over here, this zone of proximal development, that we want to look, because that's going to give us more information about points of intervention and point of need for students or staff. So from this Guttman chart, from the information in this, I've identified 3 groups and 3 skill sets that I want to work on. So here, these guys are grouped together because a lot of these questions that they got wrong relate to compass and some of the higher level functions on compass. So we've got progress reports, semester reports, pushing learning tasks, and adding components like VicCurric. So these people can work on these skills over here. And as we go across this next group, see all the red here, that means that all these people don't really know how to do this part. And you can see, because of the colors, that a lot of this revolves around the Guttman charts, because it's that light yellow color. So those guys can work with that. And this group over here, which is nearly my whole class apart from 2 of my students, we can all work on the data dashboards. So because many of my students or the teachers were not that confident with this skill, then as a class, I can teach this to everyone. But if I wanted to differentiate, these are the different groups that I could break everyone up into. Now, because these students, particularly student 1, know what to do and have a high skill set, I can use them to support me with the whole class here. So student 1 and student 2, because they're confident with the data dashboard, they can be a support to me when it comes to me teaching and talking about the data dashboard. So this is what a Guttman chart looks like. It just ranks the students, it ranks the questions, and helps you find points of intervention to help you, to support you in your differentiation for your classes, and just to inform you about where you're at. Let's say this was all in our curriculum, but there's no point in teaching these things if everybody knows them. It's more about hitting your class at the point of need. And then from the Guttman, you can differentiate and form different groups. So that's a quick video on how you could use a Guttman chart in your class.